Good evening, everyone. We might make a start. Thank you very much for joining us this evening for the presentation of awards to our Year 9 and Year 10 group. Before we get started this evening, I'd like to thank Miss Ray and her wonderful band. For those of you who have heard them play over the last few years, I'm sure you agree with me that their improvement is quite staggering. So could you please join me in congratulating Miss Ray and the band. As we do with all college events, we'll begin tonight with a prayer, and I'd like to ask Jack and Luke to join us to say the prayer.
We pause to respect the needs of this place, and the generations of the Tharawal people who hold this land in their dreams. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, we thank you for our many gifts. We thank you for the gift of faith. We have faith in God, faith in ourselves, and faith in our ability to achieve our goals. And it is with gratitude this evening that we celebrate our confidence in our own abilities and the success which comes from this.
As we celebrate Advent in preparation for Christmas, we dedicate our success to trusting in God's wisdom and using our gifts to make this world a better place. St. Marcelin Champagne, Mary Our Good Mother, and let us always remember, in the name of the Father, Son.
Thank you very much, boys. On behalf of the college, I'd like to welcome you to the presentation of awards tonight. I'd also like to welcome our special guest, Brother Ernest Houston. Brother has been the headmaster of a number of Marist schools in the city, including St Joseph's at Hunters Hill. As I said, we're here tonight to celebrate the achievements of our Year 9 and Year 10 group. Tonight we'll present a number of awards. Our academic awards fall into two categories. Our first academic awards recognise those students who are placed first, second or third in a course. Students who are placed first in the course throughout 2013 receive a Gold College Medallion and an Academic Achievement Certificate. Students who are placed second or third in the course receive an Academic Achievement Certificate. We will also recognise class efforts tonight, with those students who are placed first or second in each class also receiving a certificate. After we have presented each of the course awards, we'll then move on to the main awards for tonight. And in Year 9, that also includes a major award called the Matthew Warner Award. I'd like to invite the Year 9 coordinator, Mr. Peter Hogan, to join me on the stage to present the awards to Year 9. Please make Mr. Hogan welcome.
As we present our awards to Year 9, I'd like to offer my congratulations. It's certainly a fitting culmination to a wonderful year for the whole year group. Our first recipient, Curtis Atkins, Australian Geography, Civics. We'll just wait for the button and show it there. Thank you. Curtis Atkins, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, first in class, Religious Education, second in class. Eric Attia, Religious Education, first in class. Ishibah Hernandez, Commerce, equal third in course. Commerce, equal second in class. Information and Software Technology, first in course. Mitchell Benson, Religious Education, second in class. Science, first in class. Nicholas Vesterlik, Industrial Technology Timber, second in class. Italian, second in course. Lachlan Vinston, Science, first in class. Jackson Buckley, Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. Sam Buckley, Merit Medallion. Joshua Carbuncle, Music, second in course. Religious Education, first in course. Religious Education, first in class. Science, third in course. Declan Campton, Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, second in class. Could you please acknowledge our first award winners? Matthew Cavagnino, Academic Effort Medallion. Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, equal second in class. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, second in class. English, first in class. Mathematics, first in class. And Science, second in class. Matthew Chin, Science, first in class. Max Clark, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, second in class. Religious Education, first in class. Liam Clark, Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, first in course. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. Christian Cavallaro, Mathematics, equal second in class. Jared Clarkson, Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. Braden Cliside, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. Merit Medallion, and Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, first in class. Murray Cook, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, equal second in class. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, equal first in class. Commerce, equal second in class. English, first in class. Mathematics, equal second in class. Religious Education, first in class. Brock Cooper, English, second in class. Industrial Technology Electronics, first in course. Music, third in course. JB Cooper, Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, second in class. Merit Medallion. Brandon Cotter, Academic Effort Medallion. English, first in class. Religious Education, first in class. And a Merit Medallion. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please acknowledge our second Ryan Davis, Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, equal second in class. Jonathan DeMello, Music, third in course. Ainsley Dolores, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, equal second in class. Photographic and Digital Media, third in course. Religious Education, first in class. Blake Draper, Industrial Technology Electronics, second in course. Science, second in class. Mitchell Duncan, Industrial Technology Timber, first in course. Industrial Technology Timber, first in class, and Merit Medallion. Daniel Easton, Mathematics, equal second in class. Patrick Elsmore, Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, equal second in class. Nathaniel Evans, Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, second in course. Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, second in class. Physical Activity and Sports Studies, second in class. Aaron Fazali, Mathematics, first in class. Ian Fielding, Industrial Technology Timber, third in course. Industrial Technology Timber, first in class. Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, first in course. My apologies, Visual Arts, first in course. Jake Goulet, Agriculture, second in course. Information and Software Technology, third in course. Mathematics, equal second in course. Mathematics, equal second in class. Will we again please acknowledge our institute. Sam Hackett, English, equal second in course. English, equal second in class. Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, first in course. Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, first in class. Physical Activity and Sports Studies, second in course. Physical Activity and Sports Studies, first in class. Blake Gould, Merit Medallion. Photographic and Digital Media, first in course. Visual Arts, second in course. Nicholas Arestro, Agriculture, third in course. Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. Industrial Technology, Farm Maintenance, equal third in course. Bailey Benedict, Lansing. Hence the pause. Agriculture, first in course. Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, first in course. Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, equal second in course. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, equal second in class. Commerce, equal first in course. Commerce, first in class. English, first in course. English, first in class. Mathematics, equal second in course. Equal second in class. Religious Education, third in course. Science, second in course. Science, second in class. Helen Jeffries, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, equal second in class. Mathematics, equal second in course. Mathematics, equal second in class. Merit Medallion, Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, first in class. Cameron Jeffries, Science, second in class. Nicholas Canora, Science, equal second in class. Charles Miller, Industrial Technology Metals, second in course. Bailey Quebeca, Visual Arts, third in course. Joshua Lawaki, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, second in class. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. English, second in class. Frank Lepresti, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, second in course. Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, second in class. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, equal second in course. Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, equal second in class. Italian, first in course. Mathematics, first in course. Mathematics, first in class. Music, first in course. Science, first in course. And science, first in class. And we also congratulate all our other winners and stars. Dante Mariotto, Industrial Technology Electronics. Luke McGrath, Mathematics, equal first in class. Bruce McGrath, Science, second in class. Paul McMahon, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, third in course. Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, first in class. Australian History, equal first in class. Commerce, equal first in course. Commerce, first in class. Religious Education, second in class. Desire know-how, Commerce, equal third in course. Commerce, equal second in class. English, equal second in course. English, equal second in class. Mathematics, second in class. Religious Education, second in course. Religious Education, second in class. Ed Mulholland, Industrial Technology Farm Maintenance, second in course. Callum Parr, Industrial Technology Metals, first in course. Daniel Patterson, Mathematics, second in class. Religious Education, second in class. Trent Peoples, Commerce, equal second in class. Physical Activity and Sports Studies, first in course. Physical Activity and Sports Studies, first in class. Sebastian Polsina, Australian History, Civics and Citizenship, second in class. English, first in class. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please acknowledge Joshua Potter, Information and Software Technology, second in course. Rudy Ratnoka, Merit Medallion. James Rafalo, Religious Education, second in class. Bradley Rego, Mathematics, first in class, Merit Medallion. Lachlan Reed, Italian, third in course. Alexander Severino, Industrial Technology Farm Maintenance, first in course. Cooper Sheever, Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, second in class. Science, second in class. Makotas Marker, Science, first in class. A.B. Smith, Australian Geography, Civics and Citizenship, second in class. Hamish Gavosky, Tyson Stone, English, second in class, and American Medallion. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we acknowledge Colin Storia, Mathematics, equal second in class. Zachary Stretton, Industrial Technology Farm Maintenance, equal third in course. Jonathan Palmedo, English, second in class, and American Medallion. Lachlan Watkins, Science, equal second in class, and American Medallion. Helen Welsh, Academic Effort Medallion, and Photographic and Digital Media, second in course. Timothy Rippon, Industrial Technology Metals, equal third in course. Industrial Technology Timber, second in course. Industrial Technology Timber, second in class, and also American Medallion. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure now to present the Matthew Warner Memorial Award. I was fortunate enough to teach Matthew when he was a student here. And at the time of his tragic accident, he was an energetic, enthusiastic and popular Year 9 student. His personality was characterised by a have-a-go attitude, a respectful nature, and an endearing smile. Tonight's recipient of this award reflects all of these attributes. He's well respected by staff and students. He gives his best in every endeavour and is truly a fine young man in the Champagne mould. The recipient of the 2013 Matthew Warner Memorial Award is Blake Roper. Congratulations. I'd now ask Mr. Stevens to present the major Unite Award.
We now move on to the Headmasters Awards for academic effort and consistency. These awards are determined on the report grades, on the report effort grades, across both semesters 1 and 2. In this category, we acknowledge the top 10 performers in Year 9. If I could ask you to hold your applause to the end. Bradley Rigo. Edward Mulholland. Brandon Clissold. Cooper Sheether. Tyson Stone. Braden DeBono. Aaron Fasoli. Liam Walsh. Lachlan Reid. Flynn Fielding. Please join with me in congratulating them for We now move on to our academic top 10 for Year 9 2013. Our academic top 10 is determined on the core subjects of English, Maths, Science, History, Geography and PDHPE. Because of the variety of assessments in elective subjects, it's very difficult to include them in the total. So this rank is based on first semester and second semester totals. The recipients will be called out in order from 10th place through to first place, who will be the Ducks of Year 9 for this year. In 10th place, Noah Albany. In 9th place, Cathal McMahon. In 8th place, Nathaniel Evans. In 7th place, Trent People. In 6th place, Liam Clark. In 5th place, Jake Gilbert. In 4th place, Sam Hackett. In 3rd place, Joshua Carbuncle. In 2nd place, Frank Lepresti. And the Year 9 Ducks is Bailey Evanchik. Congratulations to all these boys on their achievements throughout the year. I'd like to now invite our special guest, Brother Ernest Houston, to say a few words. Please make Brother Ernest welcome.
Top 10 are taking everything forward, aren't they? It'll take a long while to get back all the glory. Right? Yeah. Good on them. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies for my voice tonight. In fact, has not recovered from an almost 100-day cough cold last term. We'll do our best. As we look back at 2013, you young men have earned your awards tonight. These awards are rewards for your hard work and your great attitude. Well done on that. Mark Spitz was a United States swimmer who won 7 gold medals in the 1972 Munich Olympics. And he said just after that, "This is the recipe that I think you become a winner." And his recipe was 4 parts. Be totally dedicated, listen to those who know, always give your all, and never be afraid to lose. Very sound advice. Totally dedicated, listen to those who know, always give your all, and never be afraid to lose. At 14, 15, 16, great advice. And you award winners tonight have already begun to take that advice from Mark Spitz to heart. There are plenty more challenges at school and in life ahead for you. Try and keep that advice in mind. During this year, the University of Western Sydney had a writing contest. And the topic was, "What matters?" with a question mark. The writing contest was won by a Year 9 student from James Roos High School. And that student, when he wrote, his theme was that in our world, too many of us overlook childhoods being stolen from kids amid war, famine and other tragedies. And he quoted some examples in his essay. One was an 11-year-old boy, Ibrahim, in Syria, who in 1 year of civil war has lost his home, his schooling and his sense of being safe. He also lost and saw his best friend die in a missile attack. Then in the essay was quoted another example. A mother in Somalia, a country in Africa, who had to leave her crying baby on the side of a dirt road so she could have the strength to take her other 5 children to a place where they could get 1 meal a day. Mum and only 2 kids reached the meal centre. 4 of her children died of starvation in 5 days of walking. And the third example, given in the essay, were about children in Cambodia who can't have the simple joy of playing soccer outside in open space on fields and so on, without the fear of losing a leg to a landmine. And that's 40 years after civil war in that country, and still, every day, 1 or 2, mostly kids, lose a limb to a landmine. And the essay writer went on, these children in Syria, Somalia, and Cambodia and elsewhere are in our world. The 15-year-old essay writer concluded that it is our responsibility to be aware of such needy children, to open our eyes to the needs of others, and to do what we can when we can. What really matters is an important question for all of us to consider individually and as a family during what is a pretty fortunate life for most of us. The word integrity. Integrity needs to be a goal for all of us. If we have integrity, it means we have it together in a good sense of the word. We have a strong sense of right and wrong. We are honest, genuine and fair dinkum. Let me just share 2 stories from this school in the last couple of years. One was on a bus with a group of boys from here. At the time they were Year 10 boys. It wasn't this year. They were a group of Year 10 boys on a bus. There were about 30 of them. And there were a group up the back of the bus, and 2 of them fairly quickly developed loud mouths. And they started to play out 2 of the other boys on the bus for being effeminate, for being gay. And they found an audience, these 2 loudmouths, found an audience of about 12 or 14 others who laughed at everything they said. Now this went on for about 20 minutes. until one other boy on the bus knelt up on the seat that he'd been sitting on, turned around and faced this group in the back third of the bus. And he just simply glared. They saw him get up and turn around, and they sort of shut up. And then he said to them, literally he said, "Shut up and stay shut up." And one of the super mouths said, "Oh, why? What for?" And the boy who'd sort of turned around said to them, "You know you're deliberately hurting another boy, another two boys, and it's not on. So shut up." And then he turned around and sat down. But it worked wonders, because the last 15 minutes of that trip home was very quiet. Interestingly, the next day here at school, I saw separately the two super mouths. One of them readily admitted that he'd been unthinking, stupid and hurting. The other fellow denied he ever said anything. So the chances and hopes for him are very small, certainly in my mind. Another story. He was at a cricket match here. One of our teams was playing a school from elsewhere. And in our team, there was a boy a bit overweight, loves his cricket. There's no star, but he loves his cricket and he wants to be part of it. And he was in this team. At any rate, our team is batting, and 3, 4, 5 of our blokes started to pick on, pay out the big boy. And there was one, in fact, of the younger boys in our team who stood up, glared at these 4 or 5 and said, and excuse the language, and he said, "Cut the crap," to these other blokes. And they did. Now, certainly integrity is beginning to blossom in those 2 young men who stood up. They are self-starters, and they're truly becoming the authors of their own lives, and they're not letting their lives be written by their peers. And that's great news. On the contrary, it's sad to see 15 or 17-year-old young men who at times lack the sense, the judgment, or the gumption to stand on their own feet and to say no. Integrity needs to remain the goal for every one of us. Now, for anyone associated with St Gregory's and any person trying to be better, may I suggest 3 models or compass points who can help us focus on trying to be better. Context of this Marist school, one would be Marston Champagne, and we have he was summarised by one of the people who wrote about him as having a strong mind and a gentle heart. Our model. The second one, Mary, Mother of Jesus, and our good mother. And then the third model would be Jesus himself, obviously born at Bethlehem, whose birthday is in 2 weeks' time. God, who lived on earth, who told stories, who did miracles in order to help people, to show love and to show forgiveness. And he was crucified on Calvary. A few years ago, I read a piece called "The Person Down the Road." And it may encourage all of us to keep working at becoming better people. And the piece of writing went like this. In 20, 40 or 50 years, you'll meet a person down the road. Whether that someone is kind and gentle or selfish and demanding depends on what you do today. If you live only in terms of what you can get out of life, this person will be crabby, self-centered and spiteful. But if you open your life to others and live as a giver, this person down the road will be kind, open and generous. And this somebody whom you'll meet down the road someday is, of course, you. The person you will be tomorrow depends on the life you live today. Make sure the person you are becoming is someone whom you'll enjoy being around. Important message for all of us. Make sure the person that you are becoming is someone whom you'll enjoy being around later. I ask you not to forget the advice of Mark Spitz. He had 4 bits of advice in his recipe. For a little prize, what was one of them? Year 9, have a go. What was one of the 4? All right, have a go. Bailey? Okay. Thank you. Never be afraid to lose. See me at the end, there's a prize. Secondly, to ask yourself from time to time, what really matters? What really matters? To have as our goal to become a person of integrity. To have Marston Champagne, Mary and Jesus as our models and compass points. Finally, make sure the person you are becoming is someone whom you'll enjoy being around in 30 or 40 years' time. May the upcoming Christmas holiday break be a good and safe time for all the families represented here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brother Ernest. We now move on to the Year 10 awards for this evening. As our Year 10 students and their families know, it's been a very busy few weeks for Year 10, walking in Tasmania, paddling canoes down the Murrumbidgee and on camp. For their coordinator, Mr. Vitrano, it's been an even busier few weeks. He and his wife welcomed a new addition to their family very recently. So as a result of all of the things that have been going on in Mr. Vitrano's life in the last couple of weeks, he's lost his voice. So I'm going to announce the award winners for Year 10. Mr. Knoll will help me with the major awards, and Mr. Vitrano will make a very brief appearance with what is left of his voice. Right, we might get started. Fortunately, Brother Ernest is here this time, so I don't have to invite him to the floor. Okay, Blake Abbott, first in class geography, second in class science. Alex Bainbridge, first in class history, second in class PDHPE. Matt Baker, Zach Benfield, first in class science. Aaron Billinghurst, second in class English. Liam Bone, first in course and first in class geography. Third in course history, equal first in course commerce, equal third in course English, third in course Italian, first in course religious education and first in class, equal second in course science, equal second in class science. James Bosnick, third in course geography, equal third in course information and software technology, equal second in class information software and technology, equal second in course religious education, equal second in class religious education. Ivan Brisic, first in course and first in class history, third in course commerce, first in course and first in class English, first in course and first in class science. Nathan Coleman, second in class religious education. Please congratulate this group of boys. Sebastian Canavo, second in course Italian. Brandon Caballaro, second in course and second in class physical activity and sports studies. Joshua Clarkson, third in course photographic and digital media. Fabrice Collette, equal second in class mathematics. Patrick Cook, first in course Italian. Joshua Cordova, first in class mathematics. Michael Cowan, second in class geography, third in course electronics. Nicholas Fraze, first in course and first in class mathematics. Harrison Cummins, first in class mathematics. Dylan Cusack, first in class history. Nicholas Dacron, first in class geography, equal first in class religious education. Please join with me in congratulating Ashtush Das, equal second in class mathematics and a merit medallion. Alistair DeFrank, first in course music, first in class PDHPE. Daniel DeVecchius, second in class religious education. Emilio Diaz, second in class English. Jack Dickinson, equal first in class mathematics. Aidan Earl, equal third in course information software and technology and second in class. Patrick Eaton, equal first in class religious education, second in class science. Kyle Farnham, first in class science. Please congratulate these boys. Patrick Foran, first in class mathematics. Zachary Foster, equal second in class history. Dylan Gavin, second in class geography. Thomas Gonzalez, second in course photographic and digital media. Lachlan Green, third in course music. Luke Grosvenor, second in course and second in class geography. Second in course, second in class English. First in course photographic and digital media. Equal second in course and equal second in class religious education. And first in class visual arts. Kane Grove, first in class English, first in course PDHPE, and first in class PDHPE. Matthew Gunton, Brett Hay, first in class History, second in class English, equal first in class religious education. Nathan Hayward, second in course Graphics Technology. Benjamin Hibbert, second in class Geography, first in class History. Third in course Timber, second in class Timber. First in class PDHPE, equal second in class Science. Third in course Visual Arts. Lachlan Hogan, second in class PDHPE. Please join with me in congratulating the students. Daniel Jacinto, first in class religious education. Jack Lane, second in class history, first in class English, first in class mathematics, equal second in class science. James McFeathers, second in class history. Daniel McIntosh, equal first in course and first in class industrial technology timber. Jack McNally, second in course and second in class history, equal first in course commerce, equal third in course English, first in course and first in class information software and technology. Bradley Mossman, an academic effort medallion and first in class English. Timothy Mullen, first in class geography, second in class PDHPE. Liam Mulvihill, equal second in course and equal second in class science. Please join with me in congratulating them. Joel Mutton, first in class science. Lachlan O'Connor, second in class English. Hayden Peake, second in class personal development, health and PE. Second in class religious education, second in class science, and an academic effort medallion. Justin Fan, second in class mathematics, second in course and first in class information software technology, and first in class science. Thomas Prestridge, first in class religious education. Brandon Prince, equal first in course medals, equal second in class mathematics. Zayden Pullen, first in class PDHPE. Kane Reading, second in class mathematics. Toby Reardon, second in class religious education. Oscar Robinson Smith, first in course and first in class physical activity and sports studies. Second in course visual arts. Please join with me in congratulating them. Dale Shaw, first in class, English. Jack Shiner, second in course, music, second in class, history. Joshua Stradeska, second in class, history, second in class, English. I'm sorry, Joshua, I did a really bad job of that. Ryan Smith, safer ground, second in class, physical activity and sports studies. Justin Stewart, first in class, I'm sorry, I've left someone out, I beg your pardon. Patrick Smythe, sorry Patrick. First in class, English, first in class, industrial technology, timber. Justin Stewart, an academic effort medallion, first in class geography and history, first in class mathematics, first in class PHPE, third in course, physical activity and sports studies, and first in class in religious education. David Thompson, second in course agriculture, first in class geography, equals second in class history. Maverick Tweedy, second in class industrial technology, timber. Ben Uckma, first in course graphics technology, second in course industrial technology, electronics, second in course and second in class mathematics. James Vella, first in course agriculture, first in class English, first in course industrial technology, electronics, first in class science. Please join with me in congratulating them. Sean Walker, equal first in class, religious education. Daniel White, an academic effort medallion, third in course, equal third in course, information software technology, and equal second in the class. Harrison Whiten, second in class, personal development, health and PE. Blake Williams, equal first in course and first in class, industrial technology, timber, second in course, personal development, health and PE, and second in class. Lachlan Witten, equal second in class, mathematics. Please join with me in congratulating them. Our next set of awards are the Headmasters Award for Effort and Consistency. These awards recognise those students whose effort has been exceptional across all subject areas and is based on the work habit grades awarded in both semester 1 and 2. The most outstanding student in this category will be recognised separately. The 2013 winners of the Headmasters Award for Effort and Consistency are Jack Lane, Alex Bainbridge, Sebastian Canago, Samuel Limbry, Thomas McCarthy, Joshua Eves, Liam O'Neill, Justin Stewart. Sorry, I'm making this part work very hard. I'm getting tips left, right and centre. Please congratulate our effort and consistency. As I mentioned, the top winner in this category is acknowledged with a Perpetual College Award for consistency and effort. This award is the Brother Jeffrey Swagger Award for application and effort. The award recognises a student who has endeavoured to fulfil his potential across all areas of college life. This year's winner is a quiet achiever. He's applied himself diligently to his studies and his work habit grades have been outstanding. He's also achieved some very pleasing academic results. He consistently demonstrates his support of college activities and he's given generously of his time to take part in many of these. I put him on the bus on Monday when he got back from paddling the Murrumbidgee, and I can tell from looking at him he certainly must have put in a great deal of effort into that. So the Jeffrey Swagger winner for 2013 is Tomislav Bazdarek. Congratulations. As I mentioned, we have another couple of major awards for our Year 10 group, and I'd like to ask our Deputy Headmaster, Mr. Stephen Knorr, and our Croaky Year 10 Coordinator, Mr. Baldino Vitrano, to join me.
Good evening. Like Mrs. Keegan said, my voice is terrible at the moment. If you hear the boys laughing, you know why, while I present. We've had a crazy 3 weeks here with the Year 10s and the way they went off to work experience, and I guess the boys to Tasmania and the Murrumbidgee new trip. Boys off to Victoria playing cricket. Kids are everywhere, and it's a really big, I guess, logistically to organise everything. People like Mrs. Dean, who does all the work experience program, and the build up to that thing, all these boys organised that everywhere. And everyone else, like Mr. Sloan and all the other teachers in our home routine who have put in the effort to get these boys to particular places, I guess around Australia and around Sydney as well. Going back to, I guess, the last 3 days, and I won't talk for too long, the interaction we had with the boys at camp, we had about 130 boys attend. I guess the experiences we shared together, and the conversations that came up, and I guess the way the boys managed to overcome certain fears during the activities. The activities were challenging. It was a new campsite we tried out this year, and I even look forward to currently Lions coming into Year 10 next year to step up to the mark in that area as well. We've got some big shoes to fill, boys. But the boys who are moving on to Year 11, I just want to thank this particular year group for their commitment. And I guess, even being here tonight, there's a couple of boys absent, and I can understand why. I've never seen such a quiet bus coming back from a camp. I turned around, it was a double-decker bus, everybody was asleep. Even seeing Mr. Miller at camp coming down and look around, and the positive feedback he gave us about the boys. Just a quick, very interesting scenario. I guess while the boys were doing a particular activity, myself and Mr. Miller was sitting around. It was a very hot day yesterday, and I guess cicadas were out in full force. You can hear them everywhere. They'll just, at night they'll come out in the day, they're in the trees, a lot of gum trees around, and trying to find some shelter. It was a very clear day, there were no clouds around, yet under this particular gum tree that me and Mr. Miller was sitting in to get some shade, we felt a very comforting amount of water or water drops coming down. We're thinking, that's quite refreshing, until we asked the lovely lady who was supervising, and they said, I think it's the cicadas maybe urinating. I quite enjoyed it, I'll be honest with you. system there was very quick to move. But that was something I got out of the actual event, so I'm not going to sit on the game chairs. But anyway, back to these award ceremonies, and I'd now like to announce the Brother Roderick Memorial Award for Character and Leadership. This particular student leads the way by example. He has a very mature attitude to life and strong work ethics. He has amazing ability to present in public speaking events and debates. Always ready to lend a hand and gives his personal time to help others. He's a true Maris character. He is of true Maris character and has a calm and gentle approach to life. This particular young man has been involved in numerous social justice community service programs for many years, and is always looking to introduce or to be involved in new initiatives around the college. The recipient of this particular award is Jack McNally.
And our second award this evening is the Australian Defence Force Long Tan Award. And this award is for leadership and teamwork. And for what Brother was saying earlier in relation to boys who stand up and defend others, I think the young man that receives this award certainly is evidence of that. And there probably are many boys in Year 10 that would certainly do that as well. But our recipient this year in Year 10 also receives a cheque from the Australian Defence Force for $250. And the recipient this year is Jack Lane.
Congratulations to Jack and to Jack. We now move on to our final set of awards for the evening. This is our academic top 10. As mentioned for our Year 9 group, the academic top 10 is determined across the core subjects of English, Maths, Science, Religious Education, History, Geography and Community HPE over both semesters 1 and 2. The highest achieving student in Year 10 is acknowledged as the Dux of Year 10 and has his name recorded on the perpetual trophy that lives upstairs outside Mr. Vetrano's office. The placings will be announced from 10th through to 1st. In 10th place is Liam Mulvihill, who I believe, who is he? I beg your pardon, Liam. Oops. In 9th place, Matthew Morrow. In 8th place, Jack McNally. In 7th place, Oscar Robertson Smith. In 6th place is Nicholas Praise. Nicholas is at a cricket function tonight, I think. In 5th place, Daniel White. In 4th place, Luke Grosvenor. In 3rd place, James Bosnich. In 2nd place, Liam Bone. And the Year 10 Dux for 2013 is Ivan Brisic. Please congratulate the boys on their outstanding. I'd like to thank our special guest, Brother Ernest Houston, who I've worked extremely hard tonight. So, brother, you can put your feet up for a little while now. Before I ask the headmaster, Mr. Miller, to join us, I just wanted to thank a few people who have helped very much with this evening. I was very remiss in the first session not to thank Miss Lydia Curry, who runs all of the PowerPoint for us and makes that so easy for us to all see and to read. So thank you very much, Miss Curry. I'd also like to thank Miss Kathy Mitchell, who is up there videoing the evening for those parents who were not able to join us. I'd like to also acknowledge the wonderful administration staff of the college, who have literally spent hours and hours and hours working on tonight's presentation. So I'm very grateful for their dedication and their professionalism. I'd like to thank the KLA coordinators who have supported me this evening by looking after the boys, although I have to say the boys have been amazingly well behaved, so I haven't really needed them, but I'm very glad for their presence tonight. And finally, I'd like to thank the college leadership team, particularly Mr. Steve Ignore, who has done a lot of running around today, and our Director of Mission, Mrs. Kathy Clark, who I just could not manage without on a day like today. So thank you very much to all of those people. Thank you also for coming on what is a very sticky night. We're of course having issues with the insects now, but you know that's up on the hill. So I'd like to invite our college headmaster, Mr. Damien Miller, to conclude the evening. Thank you.
Brother Ernest, parents and friends, staff, gentlemen of Year 9 and 10, good evening and welcome to our ceremony tonight. One thing about tonight is this is the last time we'll be in the hall. The DA has gone ahead and this will be the last function we have here after tomorrow. So by 12 months' time, hopefully we'll have the next award ceremony, this time back in the hall, a much bigger hall, hopefully be a lot better as far as air conditioning. There'll be no air conditioning, but hopefully the air will be a lot better for us. Just to say thank you to Brother. As you know, Brother's past headmaster of the college, holds the college very dear. He is always very good about the fact that he will always come out and do ceremonies for us, come along and watch the boys. And as many of you know, he meets the boys on their birthday on a very regular basis. And he gives them their snake, which they're very pleased to get. Brother's actually a man who's moved with the times. When he was a page, he used to do the same thing. They used to get a jam bun and a can of Coca-Cola. So he's actually moved with times and we're getting a lot more healthy in many ways. But I thank Brother very much for his presence here again tonight as well. Also to Mrs. Keegan, she thanked everyone else. There are a lot of people who are working behind the scenes with this. She oversees that and coordinates the whole evening. And I thank her very much for what she's done. To the band have been wonderful. I said earlier tonight, they were here at before 6 o'clock. They did a half an hour session then they had to stay around for 2 hours, do another half an hour. Then they were allowed to go home after that. But that band just keeps getting better and better all the time. I told the story before that at the previous assembly, we had a young boy, Jack Shiner from Year 10, get up and sing. He hadn't done it before in front of 1,000 people, and he was absolutely brilliant. And as a result of that, a number of boys since have come to me and said they're more than prepared to get up and sing in front of 1,000 just because they've had the opportunity. And I think that's one of the great things about the band and many of the other activities that we do here. The boys can actually go out and do them, and it gives them a chance to grow in confidence. And that confidence they gain in those activities tends to flow back over into the classroom. So I just want to thank Ms. Ray and all the band for what they did here tonight. It's been fantastic. Also, with the live streaming, many of you know, especially the boarding parents who are here, we tried to stream it live for you so you actually get to see it. You don't come down if you can't make it. But also many city parents have made the same response to me. It's been great for them having access to that live streaming. And tonight we've got young Jack Hudson from Year 11. He's been sitting up there all night doing the live streaming for us. So thank you very much, Jack. Appreciate it. we will actually be sending it via email to you. So when you see your emails on Thursday, you will get a link there to take it to the newsletter. Just on the Year 10 boys, Mr. Petrano made a point about them. They are a wonderful group. As I said, we were down there yesterday and I went around talking to a lot of them just to try and understand how they felt about going on the camp and the type of camp they went on. In the past, we've taken them to Teen Ranch and we felt that hasn't been challenging enough for them. Mr. Petrano decided to have a look at the camp at Kincumber and see what we can do with that. But when I spoke to the boys about it yesterday, I said, what was the difference between the Narrabeen camp and the one in Kincumber? First off, they said the air conditioning, they had that in Narrabeen, they didn't have air conditioning up in Kincumber. But moving past the material side a lot, they actually said when they were in Year 7, it was good to come together and get to meet each other, so they got to know the names of each other, where they came from, and started to come together as a group. But when I spoke to them yesterday, and I said, what about the Year 10 experience? They said this has been a far better experience for them. Number one, they're older, but also they know each other a lot better, and they feel they're coming together as a year group and ready to take on the challenges of senior high school and be the leaders of the school in 2 years' time. I thought for the maturity of the boys to come forward with that, I thought was a real credit to them, and I think that's the way they've grown since Year 7. So I want to thank them very much. The fact that they are here tonight, as you've heard, they've had a litany of things going on in the last couple of weeks. But not only the boys, I'll say more about it tomorrow, but the staff also have been doing a wide range of activities, covering each other, getting out and around Australia, and still turning up back here each day the moment the activity is finished. So I really do appreciate the efforts of the staff, because without them, these boys wouldn't have had the opportunity they've had for the last 3 weeks. On a general basis, academically, at the start of the year we talked about PACES as being the formula for success. We spoke to the boys about the fact that they need to persevere, they need to have the right attitude, they need to be committed to things, and they need to put the effort in. If all that happens, they will get success. We've seen a range of boys here tonight who have obviously adopted that formula, and that's why they're sitting here. It's not to say that a lot of other boys who aren't here tonight haven't applied that formula either. Only one boy, as we know, can be ducks in a year group, but many boys can do very well and try to the best of their ability. We do acknowledge that through the Ethnic Consistency Awards, and we give out 10 of those, and they're based on the homework grades, the conduct grades, the participation and classwork grades. So every boy in every year group can have the opportunity to come up here and get one of those shields. If they don't, as I said, it doesn't mean they haven't tried, it just means there are a lot of other boys out there trying as well. And I think that's one of the strengths of St Greg's, that the boys as year groups do work off each other, and we're seeing the results of that here tonight by the academic performances. So gentlemen, I'd like to congratulate you once again on your academic performances. But the challenge for you is now, as you enter senior high school, to go out there and make every post a winner on it. To Year 9, as Mr. Petrano said, you have big shoes to fill. But you take up the mantle of Year 10 next year, the challenge is lying there before you. Finally, have a peaceful Christmas and hopefully have a safe holiday as well.